I'll ask you, who did you think South Carolina was going to hire, and your thoughts when they did hire Beamer? Were you surprised? Did you think it was a genius outside the box type of hire? Like, what was your overall thoughts on the way the coaching search was handled?
Well, I mean, I thought that I had some pretty good insight as to what was going on. I kind of knew who he was going to be talking to, and you heard, Beamer's name very early. And as you saw in the state newspaper story recently with the exposure to the text messages and the emails, his name came up very quickly from some board members who wanted him to be talked to. So that seemed to gain traction very early. And I think what happened was I think Tanner met with Beamer very early, and he became his guy from the outset. He kind of set the bar at a certain level. Then he went to talk to others to see, okay, can anybody top what we've got here? He liked Beamer, his youth, his experience, his plan. He obviously had a plan laid out for him in every area, who he would hire. Obviously that didn't go extremely well because some of the guys he hired didn't stay, and he had to go back and hire again. But at least he had the plan. So I think he met with Beamer, kind of set that bar at a certain level, and then went out to see if anybody was going to top it. And apparently, from Satterfield to Billy Napier to Jamie Chadwell. I think he liked Jamie Chadwell. I think in his opinion, from what I've been told, he just thought Chadwell was too young and hadn't had any major coaching experience, not even as an assistant coach. At least in Beamer's case, his entire coaching career has been built around major programs, right, from South Carolina to Georgia to Virginia Tech to Oklahoma. He's been exposed to all that stuff. And I think he must have felt that was a significant difference there. So they did not, they really didn't try and swing for the fences, with some big time name. They didn't go after an Urban Meyer, let's say, who was he still available then? Yeah, I think he was.
He was.
Yeah, an Urban Meyer. They didn't try to swing. They didn't go for the Hall of Famer who'd already made his career and was looking for a place to retire, kind of like with Lou and Spurrier. They did that. They've been down that train, that road. I like this hire because why not? Why not give a young guy a chance to come in and build something? And if it works, you got yourself a guy that's going to be here for decades. I would think Shane Beamer is going to set his boots down in Columbia. And if everything goes well and they like him and he likes them, I could see him having a very long run in Columbia. But all depends, of course, on how successful he is. But you have to go into it, if you're Ray Tanner, the Board of Trustees, Gamecock fans, you got to go into it believing he's going to be successful. You got to give him the chance. I think that it's, they talk about the culture, and I don't know what college football is going to be like in 3 years or 5 years. Who knows if recruiting is still going to be a thing? You don't know what the face of football is going to look like in 3 to 5 years with all the changes. So I think what you got to do is give Beamer some time here, let him do his thing with his staff, hold that staff together. They're going to win some games this year. I think they're going to surprise some people with what they're going to look like. I think he's got a good staff with him. I think he's got in some positions better players than people have given them credit for. You just got to figure out your quarterback situation and find who that person is going to be. And that trigger man's so important in today's college football. Even though they've got these running backs that are some of the best in the SEC, man, you got to have that quarterback who can spread the field and make things happen. Time will tell if they've got that this year.